We'll go to the next topic. Okay, that is the speed of sound. Okay, now the speed of sound is defined as the distance at which there's a wave created, that is compression or rarefaction, which travels per unit time. That is, speed is distance upon time. This we all know. Now here the distance is in terms of wavelength. Okay, so it will be wavelength is in terms is represented by lambda, so lambda upon t, that is the speed. Okay, now if we want to find out time, okay, from this equation, okay, that is v is equal to lambda upon t, so t will be lambda upon v. Okay, now we all know time period is inversely proportional to the frequency, that is v. Okay, that is mu it is known as. Okay, so if we want to find it in terms of frequency, okay, so this is 1 upon t, so instead of 1 upon t, if we put v, okay, then the speed becomes wavelength into frequency. So we have got two formulas for speed. One is distance upon time, that is wavelength upon time. Next is wavelength into frequency, because frequency is 1 upon time taken. Okay, so it is inversely proportional to time. So instead of 1 upon t, you can write as v, because 1 upon t it is v. Okay, now the speed of sound remains almost same for all the frequencies. Okay, in a given physical, the physical conditions are same. There's one example where you have a sound wave which has got frequency of 2 kilohertz. Now this kilohertz has to be first converted into hertz. Okay, so for converting into hertz, you have to multiply it by 1000, so it will be 2000 hertz. So 2 into 1000, that is 2000 hertz. Okay, the wavelength is 35 centimeter, and the distance, you have to find out the time taken for traveling 1.5 kilometers. So here the distance is 1.5 kilometer, that is the uh, uh, wavelength, okay, of the sound wave that is given. Now this again kilometers. Here if we go, the t is equal to distance upon the speed. If you remember the formula of speed which we have done here, I'll just go back. Speed is equal to distance upon time. Okay, so time is equal to distance upon speed, that is what we saw here. Okay, now we have got distance, that is 1.5 kilometer. That kilometers you have to convert it into meters, so multiply it by 1000. But we don't have speed. Speed is not given to us. We have to find out time. Only distance is given to us. But for calculating speed, we have got two things. We have got wavelength and the frequency. Okay, wavelength is this much, 2000 hertz, and frequency is 35 centimeter. You have to convert it into meter, that is you have to divide this by 100. Okay, that is 0.35 meters. So you have to multiply these two and you get the speed by using this formula. Speed is equal to wavelength into frequency. Okay, so you get 700 meter per second. Now this you have to use here, and you will get the time period 2.1 seconds. Okay, you have to answer these questions. The next topic is intensity of the sound. The amount of sound energy passing through each second through unit area is called intensity of sound. Okay, so loudness and intensity are interchangeable, but they are not same. Loudness is different, intensity is different. Okay, loudness is the measure of the response of the to the ear, that is loud or low. Okay, so the two sounds of equal intensity, one can be loud, other can be low. Because our ear detects it better, so we find it louder. They can be of equal intensity. They can be passing through the unit area in 1 second. The energy will be same even if it is loud or low. Okay. Answer this, distinguish between loudness and intensity. This paragraph the answer is given. Okay. Now we go to the next topic, the speed of sound in different media. Okay. Now if you see the example, which we find in rainy season, that is monsoon, the sound of thunder is heard a little later, but first we see the flash of light as a lightning. So first we see the lightning and then we hear the thunder. Okay, what does this indicate? This indicate that the sound travels with a speed which is less than the speed of light. So speed of light is more and speed of sound is less. That's why we see the lightning first and then we hear the thunder. Okay. Now this speed of sound, it depends on the properties of medium. Different medium, it will have different speed. Okay. Now if you see the speed of sound, it also depends on the temperature. So the speed of sound, it will decrease when we go from solid to gas. Okay, so solid it will be maximum, in gaseous it will be less. And if we increase the temperature, the speed will increase. Okay, so these are the two properties of speed of light. It decreases from solid to gaseous state, and if we increase the temperature, the speed of sound will increase. There's an example given here. The speed of sound in air is 331 meter per second at 0 degree temperature, but it increases to 344 meter per second at 22 degrees centigrade, because from 0 to 22 the temperature has increased, so the speed has increased from 331 to 344. Okay, now here different speeds of light are given, sound is given, but this table is not in your course, so you need not memorize the value. We go to this additional information given as sonic boom. Now what is sonic boom? Whenever you have any object which is traveling, okay, the speed of that object, if it exceeds the speed of the sound, so if that for example you have a train. Okay, the speed of the train, if it is more than the speed of the sound that train is making, then it is traveling at a supersonic speed. For example, you have got bullets, jets, aircrafts, etc. So there are certain vehicles whose speed is more than the speed of the sound. Okay, now whenever such supersonic speed is there, you have certain shock waves produced, and these shock waves are very sharp and loud, so they are known as sonic boom. Okay, now these shock waves produced by this supersonic aircraft have got so much of energy that it can shatter a window glass, even damage the buildings. So sometimes you have to have buildings with shock proof made by this sonic boom. That is when the speed of the object is more than the speed of the sound. Okay, thank you.